date night, maybe going to a wedding, something along the lines. Well, wait a minute, maybe not wedding, because you probably upstage the bride in this type of look because she is stunning. Hello to all of my wig friends out there. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nikki, and if you have never ever been here before, I'm so happy you decided to click on this video. You are in the right place if you love wigs, especially wig reviews. So that's why you need to join the party, as I always say, meaning subscribe, click the little button. Make sure you also click that little bell too, so that way you won't miss any of my uploads. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly do appreciate it. Well, I am in a happy mood today because it's Christmas Eve. I don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded since I do pre-film, but obviously I'm in a festive mood, went for a festive look, and that's why I decided to wear this wig today. I really wanted to, but I do hope that everybody has a safe and happy holiday, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I know there's a couple other ones I don't remember, my apologies, but whatever it is that you celebrate, I hope you've had a wonderful time. But anyway, we're going to be talking about this wig. I'm doing a wig review on Christmas Eve because, again, I really wanted to wear her. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to tell you every single thing that you need to know about her. And in return, please give me your respectful thoughts down in the comments. I always like to know what you think. And also let me know, too, if there's a wig you'd like me to review, since I do take requests. All right, so that is my opening number every single time. And now let me show you what I'm wearing for my eyeshadow look. Today I'm wearing the Cara Beauty Like Totally palette. Love the name of this palette. But the red shades in here are phenomenal. Oh my gosh. It's hard to find a good red shade sometimes. I'm also wearing in my inner corner this highlighter from Ofra Cosmetics. It's in the shade Glazed Donut. And last but not least, I'm wearing a glitter gel from Ray Fantasyland, and this one is in the shade Roaring 20s. Just gorgeous gold. All right, so now for this wig. Oh gosh. Okay. I have got a wig from ZURY SIS today, and she is in the style ARI 24 inches. She is a lace front, and I have her in the color Sombre RT 30/33. She comes available in a total of 14 colors. Look at that, 14. Count them if you'd like. Let me know if I miscounted, but yeah, 14. Some of them are more like vibrant colors or vivid, like this one. She also comes in purple, but I love it when they have a great color selection like this, but sometimes that can make it harder to decide, but at least you have a lot of choices. So it says she's extra long, full volume, Remy fiber. She has a deep sea part, and she's also heat safe up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I ended up picking her up from elevatestyles for $38.99. Now, she's an oldie but goodie. I've been doing a lot of them lately, but I bought her 2 years ago, roughly, somewhere in there. And it's been a long time since I got her. So I'll be quite honest with you. I'm not sure if she's still available in a lot of places, but I think this was a popular style, so she might be. After I film this, I will check it out, and I'll probably put it down in the description box for you. But Oh my gosh. I had to wear her because she just was perfect for Christmas hair. This is special occasion. So holiday, like I'm talking about, date night, maybe going to a wedding, something along the lines. Well, wait a minute, maybe not wedding, because you probably upstage the bride in this type of look because she is stunning. Oh my gosh, stunning. Oh, so 24 inches. So let me stand up and show you here. So she's like right at breast level. I honestly would have guessed like 26 just based on my height, but that's why it's always a guess. But I love the layers too. So that's giving her this beautiful full volume. She is voluminous. Oh, I love it. And then these curls are done just right. She's got a dramatic swoop that I love. Just the way that it just curls over is so nicely done. And then this one just kind of does the same thing, but not quite as extreme. But overall, just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Her density, I would say it's appropriate. It's a little bit fuller, but that's giving her extra volume too. I have seen ones that are even more than this, so I wouldn't say she's overwhelming really. It just depends on your taste, but she's not really 100% natural looking. It looks like you probably do have extensions, but a lot of people have extensions these days. And some people are very lucky to have very thick, full hair like this. So I wouldn't say that people would automatically think it's a wig, but I will tell you, you'll get compliments. Yes, you will. Heads will turn. People will say, oh my gosh, your hair looks absolutely stunning. Where did you get it done? You'll get questions like that. So that's always fun. I always love getting compliments like that on my hair. So really stunning. Color, I think I've reviewed it before. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but I always talk about the color regardless. Really beautiful brown because you have this 30 and then slight little bit of 33. A little bit of a darker root, you know, because she is sombre, but I do like it. I don't think it's very harsh. I like to use that word a lot because it's the best word to use when referring to something like that, because harsh, you know, sometimes it'll be super dark and then comes down too far and then it just really clashes, and that's one thing I'm not worried about with her. It looks perfect, really perfect and professional. So I think it's a really pretty color. If you just want a simple brown shade, then this is a good one to go with. That has just a slight little bit of highlights. It's not really popping out or anything, but it still looks very beautiful and professional. Luster is amazing too. That's another thing. If you're regulars on my channel, know that I always point out, just in case you're wondering, if you're new, I did make a video quite a while ago though, but I mentioned in it all the things that I mentioned in a wig review, and luster is one of them. So I do kind of sometimes sound like a broken record, but that's why I say I tell you everything you need to know. So you can see though, this luster is gorgeous. It looks really healthy. As I mentioned on her stock card, she is Remy fiber. I really like Kanekalon, but Remy is not bad either. She's feeling really nice and soft. Not really much silkiness, maybe just a tad like up in here, but she's coarse. Got that right amount of coarseness, so it's not feeling dry or anything like that. It feels very healthy since, like I said, very soft. So it feels like real human hair. This feels like my hair. Amazing human hair dupe. So I do think she feels realistic, and definitely without a doubt, I would say she's multicultural. So she'll work out for everybody. Let me show you though her from the side and the back. I'm like trying to be super careful with doing this. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes that can be fun to do. Other times it can be a disaster. So let's take a look here. All right. So the side. If you don't see how gorgeous she is there, yeah, you need to definitely open your eyes a little bit wider because she is stunning down the back. Ugh. Really like how she drapes. And then with this swoop and everything, I think that works really good if you just need to pull your hair back, because we have to do that every now and then, especially like if you're eating or something. You don't want this hair to get in your soup or nothing. So let me just pull all the hair back to the front. That's how I always do the reviews, is with the hair all to the front. But the body that she has, I mean, body, yes, 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 look at that. But she's very lightweight. So even though there's a lot of hair here, she doesn't feel heavy and weighted down and uncomfortable like that. So it feels really comfortable. She, of course, is going to tangle a little bit. She's still synthetic. She's long. She's curly, you know. We're used to that. So thankfully, though, the tangles aren't severe. I mean, there's one right there. That one's a little bit of the worser of them, but otherwise just tiny little snags is what I've been coming across. So I can still run my fingers through pretty easily. So yeah, I just got that one tangle out and we are now good to go. So nothing really too severe, like I just mentioned. So I think she'll still last you a while. Some of these curlier, longer wigs really do. Basically, you can only get like 1 or 2 wears out of them, 3 if you're lucky. Well, of course, you know, it depends on what you're wearing it to and how long you're wearing it for, but you know how it is. So thankfully with her, I would say you could probably get extra wears out of her. So I think she will last you longer, therefore get your money's worth. But just be careful with the tangles, so that way she doesn't get too frayed too quickly. Shedding, though, is very, very minimal in that department. And we already know she has the swoop, so therefore she is a right-sided part. So it's a C shape, as I mentioned on the stock card. So taking a look at that, it's a nice curve. It was pretty easy to blend with some powder. It might do some good to open it up a little bit, but I don't mind it too much. I guess it's okay as it is. With the width, sorry, the depth is good. The width could be, you know, maybe a little wider. So just personal preference if you want to open that up. I've definitely seen worse. She lays very flat, which is good. I pulled out just a little bit of my own baby hair right there. You can barely even see it. She doesn't really have baby hair, at least not that you can see very well. So it could benefit to pull out a little bit of your own right there by the part to make it look a little more natural, because when you have hair this full and thick, you naturally would have some baby hair there. So that's just something that you might want to consider doing, or creating some with the hair that's already here. Or who knows, maybe you just don't like baby hair at all, and that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. So leave it as it is. But I still like the hairline here. I think it looks good, especially since it lays as flat as it does. Her edges here, she's not pre-plucked, so you can see some lift up. The lace is darker shaded, if you noticed that from before. But I think you can really wouldn't get much benefit if you glued her down. I think leaving her as is pretty good. Edges here, she doesn't cover up 100% my natural edges, but it blends well, so I don't mind it at all. I think it actually looks better this way, so then some of my own baby hairs can be seen there. But this one, you might want to be pulling away like this a little bit just to fix this up, but naturally it just stays in place for the most part. So if you do end up messing with it a little bit there, I think that it's going to look pretty natural regardless. This side is covered up more, so not as much to worry about, but pretty much the same situations going on there. So as you can see that shape going around. I still actually think she's kind of low maintenance, just because she stays in place. She just bounces right back when you're combing through her. And I'm only using my fingers. I know that's not a surprise for those of you who are regulars here, but for those who are new, I typically like to just use my fingers for wavy and curly units. I just think it helps keep the pattern more natural, in its natural state rather, and then just kind of not having to pull out a brush or comb is much easier to just use your fingers. But that's just my personal preference. So she is pretty low maintenance, just using my fingers. You might want to add a little bit of hairspray right here so that way she doesn't flop down too much or this sticking up or out like that. So that way it lays a little bit more flat. It's always an option, but at least she's not going in my eye really. So no complaints there either. And I'm trying to remember if she has ear tabs. Yes, she does. They do bend a little bit too. So that definitely could help with the comfort level. And she is right above each ear, just like she should be. So it's a really good fit. She is really super comfortable, but I really don't think she's larger head friendly, to be honest with you. She didn't have the greatest of stretchability, and the cap is kind of tight on my head, and that's without adjusting it. And usually I do have to adjust it. So that's how I determine if a wig is larger head friendly. I know it may not be the same as other people do, but I have noticed that I'm usually pretty accurate when it comes to my technique or way of doing it, whatever you want to call it. So I really don't think she is, but still, I always say if it's a style you really want to try, who knows, it might still work out for you, because everybody's head is shaped and sized differently. You know, it's just the way we are. So I can't believe I waited this long to try her. I mean, 2 years. So I don't remember how long she's been around for though, but oh my gosh, when she dropped would have been before I started wearing wigs, and I can just imagine how popular she was back then. She probably is still pretty popular today. So I love her. Oh my gosh, I love her. I'm so glad I decided to wear her for today on a special occasion. So heck yes, thumbs up, 100%. Highly recommend her. Hopefully she's still available. That's another thing I didn't really check. So I'll just put it on the little screen here if I find her still available at some wig websites. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching though. And again, hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I will catch you in my next video. So until next time, bye-bye.